So take a nice deep breath as you relax into your mat. And just let everything soften and settle. Doesn't matter what day you've had or what you're doing later. This is your space now. Notice what tension you're holding. Just scan through your body from head to toe. And without reading into the story of the tension, just notice if it's there or if it isn't. What parts of your body do you feel connected to the mat? Upper back, perhaps your elbows, part of the back of the head, the buttocks, calf muscles, backs of the heels. Just notice the connection to the mat. And as always, have a moment just to take your energy roots down into the earth. I like to imagine them weaving their way down, growing from my feet, branching off into little branches and finding different areas to just navigate all their way down through the earth. And at the centre of the earth, I'd like you to visualise a beautiful golden ball of light. And imagine your roots have buried so deep that they can touch this golden ball, and bring this golden energy up through your roots. Start seeing the roots turn golden. And now maybe you can start to imagine this golden light coming up through the soles of your feet and past your ankles and through the lower legs to the knees, up through the thighs and then filling the buttocks and pelvis, and then bringing this beautiful golden light up through the stomach, front of the body and chest, and it rises up through the sides and the whole back of your body. Beautiful golden energy and light. Up to your shoulders, and then it extends gradually down your arms to your fingertips. And a lovely golden colour just fills your throat and all around your head, your eyes, your lips, tips of your ears. Imagine that you've turned into a golden energy. This golden light just surrounding you, making you feel grounded, but as well as light and open and loving and connected. Just seeing if you can visualize this. Feeling good, grounded, safe and secure. And so we'll start with our stretches, our warm up. So on the next inhale you taking the right arm up and over, hand just falls behind you and we lift the toes and flex into our foot. Lovely stretch in your calf muscle, and gradually start lowering the hip and lifting the right side, right shoulder. Spread the fingers out. Lovely stretch. Point the toes and enjoy just that sensation across the top of the leg. And then exhale, everything can just come down. Right arm down, palms up in Shavasana for a moment. Inhale, left side, up and over. Same again, toes lifted and pushing deep into the heel, lowering the leg down. And raising up with the left arm. And gently point the toes, lovely stretch over the leg. And exhale, arm down, palm up. Have a moment, let the feet flop to the side. And then both arms on the inhale, up and over. Draw the feet to a flexed position and just enjoy pointing and then flexing and pointing the toes again. And really start to reach up, like it's that first stretch in the morning that feels really lovely and delicious in the body. And then exhale, arms down, palms up for a moment in Shavasana. Take a few moments here. Take the time to breathe and notice your breath. And then we'll draw our right knee in. Hands around the shin, taking a deep breath. Exhale as we come up. And enjoying this lovely stretch through the back of the body. Inhale when you're ready to come down. Swapping sides, left side. Inhale. Exhale up. Holding that breath out momentarily. And then inhaling, coming down. And then both knees into the chest. Have a little rock and then inhale. And exhale up. Holding the breath out as long as is comfortable. Inhale down, hands on the knees. Just gently rock from side to side. Take your time here and just massage your back, your kidneys, all the organs through the back of the body, digestive system. Just enjoy moving the knees in higher if you want to, and just what you're feeling. And we'll take the hands and feet into the air. Stretching fingers, stretching toes, and then opening and closing, making fists with thumbs in and thumbs out, and then toes opening and closing, just wiggling the little digits. Noticing how that feels. And then we work now into the wrists and ankles, just hands backwards and forwards, feet backwards and forwards, little stretch through our calves, tops and backs of the wrists, and gently now rotating in circles. Try and slow it down and be nice and sort of fluid with this movement. And then the other way. Aware of any funny little clicks that you're hearing as you move. And then let's just gently rest our hands down. We're going to cycle with the legs still raised. And just aware of how it feels through your knees. Having a gentle engagement in the belly, the core. Reversing this cycle. And then just hug the knees in for a moment. Just release the tension that you naturally hold in the belly. Have a moment here. And then we'll lower the left foot to the mat. You can keep the leg bent if you want to. Raise your right leg and then big circles. Try and keep the leg straight. And then try and just sort of follow your big toe with your gaze and make really big circles. And notice how it feels in your hip. Just do a few in the other direction. Taking the leg across you and out wide. And then placing the right foot down to the mat. We'll do the same with the left. So extend the leg up, nice straight leg or straight-ish. And then big circles. And just moving the hip joint, just warming up that area. Other way. Don't forget to breathe and notice your breath. And then just draw the knees in for a moment. Have a little moment just to rock and hug. And something that I learned at the yoga show yesterday, which was really quite a nice thing to do, and I can't remember what she called it. It was a pose that I'd not come across, but it was something bug, like stickle bug or something like that. So raise your hands and feet into the air like we did when we started. And I just want you to shake your fingers, shake your feet, and just sort of get your body moving a little bit in whatever way feels good. So shake at your wrists, Shake them round, backwards and forwards, feet are wobbling. And then we're going to speed it up a little bit. See if you can shake it and, like you're going mad. Get those feet wibbly wobbly and all moving. And the wrists and the hands, they wibble wobble. A little bit faster. Get that movement. Then we'll slow it down. And then we'll just slow it down a bit more. And then bring our feet down. Come into Shavasana for a moment. And enjoying that nice little kind of shake through the body. Gives a little bit of geeing up our energy a bit. When you're ready, just hug your knees in. We're going to come up to seated. Come on your cushions if you want to. So coming to seated position. Take the hands onto the shoulders. We'll rotate. Enjoying how that feels through the shoulder blades. And then the other way. Lovely. And release, and we'll bring the hands to Chin Mudra. Just going back in that reverse direction. Have a nice tall spine. Close the eyes. And we'll take the chin down to the chest. Pause here. Enjoy this stretch. And notice where your breath is focused. Breathing to the belly if you can. Take the chin up. And then down again. Once more up. And coming back to center, and then we'll tilt the head right and left, working with our throat chakra here. Same again each side, just in your own time. Enjoying what you're feeling and noticing, really tune in. And coming back to center, and then we'll just turn and take the head towards the right and then left. Once more either side. And then coming back to center and then taking the chin down and a full rotation of the head all the way round. Once, just in either direction. What do you notice through the rest of your body? Where does this sensation radiate out? Down the back perhaps. And coming back to center. Lovely. Coming off of our cushions, we're just going to come into child's pose. And you can take your knees out wide if you want to, or they can be together. And just extend the arms in front of you. Take a moment here to be close to the earth, to connect with our Mother Earth. And as we just take this position, we can just breathe deeply against our thighs and feel the body in the back of us open up. Try and relax your jaw. And maybe you can just release the jaw and move it from side to side gently. Rotate the jaw around. And then gently, when you're ready, we're just going to move the hands over towards the left-hand side. Drop the head down again and enjoy this stretch. As we try and sink our right armpit to the mat. And breathing into the right lung. And feeling it open this side. And then gently we will take our hands through center over to the other side, right hand side. Drop the head down and feel this lovely stretch in the left side of our body, our left lung.
all the muscles between the left rib cage. And then gently coming back in through centre. And we will walk our hands back to our body. And then gently come up into cat-cow. So hands under shoulders and knees under the hips. If you want to take the hands ever so slightly forward, then there's always just, it releases a little bit of tension on the wrists. But when you're ready, just moving with your breath. So when we exhale, we arch up. And then on the inhale, the belly drops, tailbone lifts and lifting the head. And really just go with the flow with your own breath. And try to enjoy what you're feeling. Notice if there's a certain part of this movement that you can start to feel a little bit more sensation, as long as it doesn't hurt. And then ever so gradually we can just move into wild cat-cow, where we start to just rotate the body like a figure of 8, or just any movement that feels right for you today. Just a little stretch through the side of the body. How does it feel to be in your body? And rotating in the opposite direction. If you're moving in this figure of 8. Enjoying that stretch in the sides of the body. Feeling good, just to connect. And then gently, when you're ready, just coming to a stillness. Drop yourself back if you want to. Just have a moment just to stretch through the back. Drop the head. And take some deep breaths into the heart center. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up into a squat. So just bringing the feet out to the side. Coming into a yogi squat. Only if you can. If you can't, don't worry. This is a position that I can't get my heels down. Some people can, but it won't work for me. See if you can bring your hands up into a balance. Just test yourself. If not, have one hand on the mat. Don't worry. Have one hand down and just see if you can sort of, play with the idea of bringing it up. That's okay. Just come up. Come up now. Straighten the legs and we'll come into ragdoll. And you can either hold on to your elbows or you can just let the arms hang. Another nice thing you can do is to interlace your fingers and bring them behind the back of the head as well. That feels quite nice. Whatever feels right, you can just hold the elbows. Bend into your knees generously in this ragdoll position, getting a lovely stretch through the back of the body. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll up as we breathe in, coming to standing. Feels good. Let's do earth sequence. A nice gentle practice. Come to the left side of your mat. And then there's room for our right foot. So diamond shape. We'll take it nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Try and move with the breath. Notice whether your breath is in your chest or whether you can be aware of the breath in the belly. One more. And so we come into that squat like we've already come into. Come down to the earth, bend the knees, hold onto the mat if you need to for a moment, and then coming up. And when we do this, it's earth sequence. Let's just try and think of peaceful thoughts for our world at the moment. Think of something that brings peace for you, whether it's a person or a place or an activity that you do. Just what brings you to a peaceful place? Coming up, turning to your right. And with your arms that come out wide and in front of you and sort of gathering in that peace to your heart. And then we extend the palms outwards and we share it around, and the arms come up and then they go all round and down like we're giving the world a big cuddle. So breathe in peace and then breathe out peace. And use this as a lovely meditative and almost like a prayer. Are willing to share. When each individual on this planet can be in a peaceful place, there would be no need for angst. So only my point of view, but the more peaceful each individual can be throughout their day, throughout their life, the more that is shared round. And we don't add to the collective consciousness of negativity and anger and hate. And they always say, peace starts within, doesn't it? Peace starts within. And when we are peaceful, we share that peace and knock-on effect. Coming forward now, breathe in. Breathe in peace. Just saying the word peace in your mind or shanti. It's not about necessarily thinking of peace, it's that vibration of peace. What we share. And forward. As you come up, just join your hands together at your heart. Anjali Mudra, Namaste hands. Have a moment, close your eyes, just bring your hands to your heart. Feel your heartbeat just for a moment, just connect. And then we'll take a moment in Shavasana on the mat. Deep breaths. Lovely, gentle sequence, very peaceful sequence. Very grounding to Mother Earth and also opening our heart center, our heart chakra, Anahata. And just settling for a moment, just allow the breath to return to a nice gentle pace. Give yourself some love. Say to yourself in your mind 3 times, I love me, I love me, I love me. And sometimes that may feel strange to you or awkward, but just say it. Taking in the knees to chest, nice and gently now, rocking side to side, making little circles. And then we'll draw our feet to mat for
bridge pose. We'll do a nice slow flow with this one today as well, where we take the arms overhead as we lift the body, and then they can come back down to the side of the body as we lower down. So gentle engagement in the abdominals and the pelvic diaphragm. And then when we're ready, so inhale, lifting the hips away from the mat, arms come up and over. Notice the end of that inhale, and then as we exhale, we just reverse and gently come down. Keep that tailbone curled under and just let the whole spine roll out like a row of beads. Inhale up. And just enjoy this really lovely gentle movement against the mat. Exhale, roll down. It doesn't matter how high you come up. You can challenge yourself a little bit on this next one. Bring the hips up. Really push your feet into the mat. Lift the chest. Engage the buttocks and thighs. Exhale. We start to roll down. And we release the tension in the muscles momentarily. Let's just do 2 more. Lovely long inhale. Clench the buttocks, thighs, lift the chest. Exhale, let everything go. Roll down. One last one. Inhale. And as we come to the end here, just extend your legs, turn your palms up, Shavasana. And just tune into whatever tingly sensation you feel through your body, where the heat or coolness resides. How does it feel in the backs of your knees? Yeah, checking in with the backs of thighs and lower back. It's giving everything just a nice little gentle movement. And then bring the knees into chest. We're going to do a very similar thing like we normally do with the twist as well. So just have a moment to rock and massage your back. Being nice and gentle with our bodies and peaceful with our bodies today. Opening our hearts. Feet down again to the mat with the knees bent. And then extend your arms out level with your shoulders if that's comfortable for you. And in a nice flowing fashion, we will kind of move our knees windscreen wiper fashion. So inhale, exhale, drop to the right. Only a little bit if you need to. Inhale up and then exhale left. Carry on with this. Inhale up. And then right. And you can take your gaze into the opposite direction a little if that's comfortable. Opposite to your knees. And just doing this movement as much or as little as your spine allows you to. Perhaps after a few movements, you start to notice the knees can go lower. And you get that bit more of a stretch through the side of the waist. Try and stay with the connection to the breath. We exhale as the knees come down. And we inhale as the knees come up. Wonderful for your solar plexus and your digestive system, nervous system. We'll just do 1 more either side, right and then left. And after your next left, just find Shavasana. Relax. Bring your arms lower down to the body, palms up. Let the feet flop to the side and just tune into how the body now feels. We've done a different movement completely. And where do you feel the resonance or the rebound effect after that movement? Enjoying
Just being in your body, breathing. So drawing knees into chest. We're going to do that kneeling sun salutation. So that does introduce a little bit of balance with opposite hand and leg. Have a little moment to rock. And just before we come into that, while we're here, let's come into happy baby. So for soles of the feet to the ceiling, hands under the soles if you can, or just round ankles. So like a happy baby, knees are out wide to the side, bending into the knees. Only if that's comfortable. So really you will feel this around the hips. Okay, draw knees in. Have a little hug. And then rolling up, we're going to come back onto our knees. So just take a moment to turn round, coming up onto knees. And then kneeling upwards. Okay, we'll do this 3 times. We know this little sequence, but if you're not sure, just look ahead. Hands to heart. I'll talk through the first one. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, kneeling back. 4 onto all fours. Left arm, right leg. Lower. Other side. Kneeling back. Up. And salute the sun. Okay, let's do 2 more rounds. Just doing what you can, what feels right today. And just 1 more. Lovely. Okay, turn the toes under. And then just kneeling back if that's comfortable. Little toe stretch here. And then bring the hands to the mat. Let's turn our fingers so they point towards our toes. I like to lean generously into this one. And then just play with the idea of leaning back a little bit. Feeling that lovely stretch on the inside of our arms. And then just turning the hands around. Let's come to a standing position. Okay, so like we did last week, we're going to do cloud sequence. So that moving balance, we won't do loads of it. Come up. Exhale, right knee. Inhale. Exhale, left knee. Even if you can just bring the foot a little way, it doesn't have to bring all the way up, but if you can, then great. You might find one leg feels a lot stronger than the other today. It's often the case. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more round and then we'll bring that to a close. So right leg or whatever leg. And last one. Lovely. Give your legs a shake if you need to. Let's come down to the mat and do some floor work, because I'd like to do yoga nidra with you later, which actually takes quite a while, like it's longer than a normal meditation. So let's come into butterfly, with or without your bolsters, whatever you'd like to do today. You might find that you like to start with your bolster and then you can take it away. Whatever feels right. Nice little stretch of the body forward. Notice what you're feeling around your hips. One hip or other, whether they feel similar or is a real difference today. Can you relax around the knees? Can you let go around the hips? What are you holding there? And softening into the shoulders and the back of the neck. And just drawing your awareness to your breath. When you're ready, just gently lift up. Just lean back into the hands, extend the legs behind you. Maybe just wiggle from side to side, whatever feels nice. Flex the spine gently. And then we'll come to a seated position. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Let's bring the arms up. And then extend, coming forwards. Gentle flex into the feet. And it might not be that you feel like you come down very far. You're just exploring how it feels to stretch into the backs of the legs and the back of the body. Just let the hands relax to the shins or around the knees or even the mat, wherever you're comfortable resting your hands. Don't be afraid to feel the stretch in the body. As long as it's not a painful sensation, enjoy that unusual stretch feeling that we get. And just tune into your breath. And just imagining, that we're holding the body like a gentle elastic band and we're just gently pulling and everything's starting to soften a little. It gets used to the sensation and then we can maybe think about moving a millimetre or so further in. Check in when you're in these poses. Where do you feel it most? Through the calf or the backs of the knees, thighs, or is it your lower back or anywhere through the back that you notice you feel it most? When you're ready, just gently lift up. We'll take a moment back on the mat. Just lie back. Roll the body out. Take a few deep breaths here. What do you notice in your body? What sensations? What relief? Bring your knees into your chest, one at a time, little rock. We've brought the body forwards with that position. So now what I'd like to do is ever so gently just take the spine in the opposite direction. So gently roll onto your side in whatever, onto your tummy. If you have got a cushion, the moon cushion that you want to sort of just use to support the chest, then you can. That's always quite nice just to tuck it under the upper body. And to whatever degree you are comfortable, whether you're really low to the mat or into Sphinx pose, we're just going to come into hold this pose from our. Today I'm just going to take my elbows a little bit wider because I can feel that in the lumbar spine. And you can let your head rock forward, or you can keep your head raised. Just close our eyes for a moment here and tune into that lower back. Notice if your buttocks are tight and your thighs are tight, or there is a lot of tension in your lower back. As you relax your whole legs, you might find the heels roll inwards to the centre. And we're going to take a few deep breaths as we hold this pose into our belly. Just knowing that while we hold this pose, as long as it's not pain, it feels really quite nice when we come out of this. How much tension are you holding around the belly in that sacral area of the body? Can you feel your breath against the mat, the belly? And at any time, if you want to, just roll onto your back, you can. Maybe we'll just take a few more breaths here. And then in your own time, moving away any props you've used, just roll onto your back. Take a moment to do this and enjoy how it feels through your spine. To have moved the spine in both directions, forward and then ever so gently back. We've already done a little twist earlier with our swaying of our knees. So let's just move the spine in the last two directions that we haven't moved it just yet, and that will be in a side stretch. So if you want to draw your knees in first into chest, just to enjoy a little bit of release and relief in the back, please do before we come into banana. Have a little rock on your back and massage with circles. And then if you're coming back into Shavasana, bring the feet to the lower right corner. Right foot comes over left ankle. Shuffle the shoulders top right. And enjoy a banana pose where we stretch the left side of our body. Relax your buttocks. If you just need to sort of peel your buttocks away from the mat, then just allow them to be comfortable. And gently soften into the legs, the pelvis. Check in with the sides of your waist, whether there's tension. Softening shoulders and neck. Maybe it will feel nice to release the jaw and just wiggle the jaw ever so gently side to side. Just a few times. Or maybe in little gentle circles, the lower jaw. And then relax. Try and relax your feet, soles of your feet. Quite often little bits of tension creep their ways back into the body. When you're ready, let's just shuffle ourselves back into neutral. And we'll take a few breaths here just to feel out of that pose. Notice the gentle imbalance that we're feeling at the moment. Take a few breaths, tune back into your body.
watching any sensation fade. And then when you're ready, bring your feet to the lower left corner, left foot over right, shoulders top left. And again, relax, just sort of alter the buttocks. Relax through the legs, hips and pelvis. And noticing any unnecessary tension in the upper body. And draw your awareness to your breath, gentle belly breaths. When you're ready, just gently shuffle your way back to center. Uncross your legs, come into neutral Shavasana. Nice deep breath. Sigh on the exhale if that feels good. And we will gently draw our knees in, whatever feels nice and relieving for your spine. Just have a moment here just to move in whatever way feels good. Gently rocking, circles to massage the back, lifting the head if that feels nice. Okay, so allow yourself to get comfortable. I'm going to read you through a really lovely yoga nidra practice. Try to stay awake. Try not to doze off, even though it's called yogic sleep. Let's try to be very present with ourselves. The idea is to stay very consciously aware. So as you lie back in Shavasana, legs slightly apart, arms just a short distance away from your body, just allow yourself to be comfortable and warm. Adjust everything just one last time, body, clothes, and try and allow yourself to remain still through the practice. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, all your cares and worries just leave your body with the exhalation. And now formulate what we call a sankalpa, which is an idea that you want to hold for this practice, an intention perhaps, your determined resolution, deepest intention for practicing this yoga nidra. State your sankalpa in a short positive statement 3 times silently. The body scan. We now begin rotating the awareness through various parts of the body. Allow the awareness to move quickly from body part to body part with full awareness, beginning with the right side of our body. Try not to linger on the body part. So drawing awareness to your right hand, the right hand's thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and fifth finger. The palm of the right hand, the back of the hand, the right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, armpit, right side,
right hip, thigh, back of the thigh, front of the thigh, right kneecap, back of the knee, right calf, right shin, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, the right big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth toe. The whole right side of your body being aware. Now bring your attention to the left hand. The left hand thumb, second, third, fourth, and fifth finger. The palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the left wrist, left lower arm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, armpit, left side, left hip and left thigh, back of the thigh, front of the thigh, the left kneecap and the back of the knee, the left shin and the left calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth toe. The whole left side of the body. Bring your awareness to the crown of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the center of the brows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, and the nose, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, right cheek, left cheek, and the chin, the throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, the right chest muscle and the left chest muscle, the sternum, abdomen, navel. And now the major muscle groups of the body parts, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, buttocks, spine and shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen and chest, the whole of the front and the back side of the body together, the whole body together. Try not to sleep. Remain alert and aware of your body lying on the floor in Shavasana. See a mental image of yourself lying on the floor in this room. And now bring your awareness to the spontaneous rhythms of your breath. Watch the breath flowing in and out, while the belly gently rises up and down with each incoming and outgoing breath. Bring your awareness to your navel. Inhale, filling the entire body with air, all the way to the navel. Exhaling and releasing and letting go. Watch the breath flowing in a straight line from the nostrils to the navel. And watch the breath flow out in a straight line from the navel to the nostrils. Allow each breath to flow spontaneously. One breath may be deep and long. Another may be short and shallow. Just continue watching the wave-like motions of the breath flowing from nostrils to navel with the inhalation, and from the navel back to nostrils with the exhalation. And now stop focusing on the breath. Bring your awareness to the warm, dark space in front of your closed eyes. Listen to the various scenes and objects I now describe. Experience each vision on as many levels as possible, visualizing, feeling, emotion, imagination. And if you have any difficulty visualizing, just ask yourself what it would be like if you could visualize. Just pretend with the experiences. Once you are pretending to visualize, you're already there. Silence your mind and picture a burning candle, an endless desert, Egyptian pyramids, torrential rain, snow-capped mountains, Greek temples at sunrise, birds flying across the sunset, red clouds drifting across the horizon, stars at night, the brilliant full moon, the smiling face of the Buddha, Christ showing compassion, waves breaking on the beach, the refreshing sea breeze caressing your face, rolling ocean waves, an infinite and eternal ocean beneath a dark and cloudy night. And just now observe 4 or 5 minutes of silence. Continue remaining perfectly silent and still as you enjoy this rare state of absolute physical relaxation. And just allow this time now. And now again, just try to recall your Sankalpa, that intention. If you can, using the exact words as earlier. Just silently repeat your Sankalpa 3 times with firm faith and conviction. And now, with your eyes still closed, bringing your awareness back to your physical body lying in Shavasana. And still with your eyes closed, just try to see your body lying on the floor in this room. Imagining and seeing the 4 walls and ceiling and floor. Listening to any sounds in your environment. And when you're ready, you can just gradually and very slowly just start to move your body. Gently stretching. Taking a few deep breaths and introducing gentle movement. Noticing how you feel on all levels, where you went, whether you followed the Yoga Nidra or only part way and drifted off. Just notice, just awareness. In your own time, you can just roll to one side. Gently, in whatever way is comfortable, you can come up to seated. And we'll chant 3 Oms just to end Yoga Nidra. Bringing hands to Chin Mudra. And in your own time, take a lovely deep breath in. Drawing palms together, rub the palms, feel the heat. And then palm the eyes. Gently blink, let the light through as you part your fingers and draw the hands down to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.